Hello and welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei. Unfortunately, this is one of the episodes where I didn't check the audio, so I'm gonna have to do what I've done in previous episodes. This one does have some characters talking though, so I've gotta try and make the reading quick so that I can get there. So, last time we took on Echidna. This time, there's a few different paths you can take. There's the law path. There's a few different paths that are taken based on your current alignment. So if you're taking the law path, you gotta do the baptism of faith. If you're doing the chaos path, it has a different thing that's not listed here for some reason. But that's the baptism of Gaia, I believe. But the neutral player has a very different path from the other two, as the neutral player does not take a baptism at this point in the game. Instead, we take the path less traveled. That's literally the name of the section. Since you've slain the two leaders, you have direct access to the Great Cathedral. You'll need to find an alternative entrance. Teleport to a terminal, then transmit to Ginza. In Ginza, you want to first head to Ginza Basement 2, then take the stairs at reference point Basement 3, or B3. And that's where this crazy map comes in. So a lot of this was just me trying to find this specific map. The path is relatively short overall, starting from the stairwell to Ginza at reference point GX. Head over to reference point OM to speak with the old man from Inogoshira Park. And this one I'm going to stop reading for a second. A cathedral being built on the grounds of the Tokyo Harbor. It is quite a point of contention between the forces of law and chaos. But whether law wins and Michael completes the cathedral, or chaos wins and Ashura takes it over, it matters little. Ultimately, neither result will bring you humans happiness. No matter which side you choose to cast your lot in, either way, humanity would eventually end up being a mere pawn, an object to be used and dominated. The only one who can prevent such a tragedy from happening is you. The path behind me leads to the cathedral. You can go there from here. Be careful and believe in yourself. I know you can do this. Good luck. Okay, so the old man will speak to you. He'll congratulate you for being able to maintain such a narrow path of neutrality. He'll further state that regardless of who wins in the battle between Messiahs and Gaians, humanity will still suffer. To that end, he opens up the path behind him to the Great Cathedral, so that you may put an end to the conflict. From here, there's just a bunch of directions, which I will be reading because this is a bit of a walkthrough. So on B3, follow the path east behind the old man to the stairwell, reference point B2-1, and take it to basement 2-1. On B2-1, follow the path east, ignoring the alcove to the north, then the alcove to the south. Head up another stairwell, reference point B1, to basement 1. At B1, first pick up the magic incense at reference point MI, then continue along to reference point SA to collect the sapphire. Then head to the stairwell at reference point B2-2. and head down to basement 2 again. At B2, follow the path southwest to the stairwell and head up the stairs to reference point CX to the Great Cathedral. So this is the entrance to the Great Cathedral. Great Cathedral B1. You are now in the Great Cathedral. You can use the map at the Great Cathedral, first floor, basement 1, part 1 section for reference if you wish to follow the long corridor until you hear, okay, just follow the corridor. We'll get to this in a second. You can hear voices to either side of you. You recognize both of them. Kazuya, are you still lost? Rethink what you're doing. You need someone to give you direction what to do.
Hey, listen!
So I missed!
Don't listen to that hypocrite! You've seen for yourself that nothing can be accomplished without something. Sorry about the long pause, by the way. I'm doing this live. Watching myself. So, any long pauses that are there in the videos, I'm just gonna have to wait. So at this point, yeah, no matter how much I try to call to him, Tekeshi won't listen to what I have to say. He rejects my arguments totally. Can't he see that I'm trying to do what is right? Has he sold his soul to the demons? Yuji and Tekeshi continue to argue with one another. That Yuji freaks me out! He just swallows whatever stories God and the angels feed him without stopping to question them for much as an instant. It's almost as if he's stopped thinking for himself altogether! Yuji and Tekeshi continue to argue with one another. Welcome, Kazuya, to the Holy Land of the Messiah Church, the Cathedral. It is only a matter of time before God's 1,000-year kingdom becomes reality. However, the cathedral has been invaded by hordes of demons. At this rate, we can't wait for God to arrive. We'll have to take matters into our own hands. In any case, there are those in their unfathomable insolence that stand in God's way. They call themselves the Four Guardians, and have each taken up root at each of the cardinal directions along the edge of Tokyo. Kazuya, please defeat the Four Guardians. I cannot leave the confines of the cathedral to do it myself. Please, I beg of you. Kazuya, so you finally made it here. We made it just at the nick of time. If we had waited any longer, the Messiahs would have completed the cathedral, but we won't let that happen, no matter what. We've managed to get legions of demons inside here to fight the forces of law. With our constant raids of sabotage, they're in no position to be summoning God. Once we finish killing off those mischievous little mindless minions of God, we can turn the cathedral into a castle of chaos. Anyhow, want to hear something cool? Ever hear about the four guardians? Yes. Great. Then I don't need to waste any more time explaining it to you. You need to find them. They can help you, and they'll serve as a good test of your power too. Okay, so we've learned about the Shinto and the four heavenly kings who protect Tokyo. And because unlike the Law and Chaos Pass, there is no baptism for the neutral player, they get to skip to the Four Heavenly Kings chapter, which we'll pick up in the next episode. Anyways, yeah, sorry about the audio. Shoot, there was something else I wanted to say, and I can't even think of it right now. Anyways, I guess that's the end of this episode. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe. There are links in the description. I shall see you guys in the next video. Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Where are your friends? What? What? Where are my friends? All my friends are dead. All my friends are dead. We got kicked in the head. All my friends are dead. All my friends are dead. All my friends are dead. They got smacked in the head. All my friends